welcome back to St Anne's here in Higher Openshaw. I hope that you enjoyed the last podcast with the children from school. They were, for the most part anyway, very excited about being able to get their voices on the radio. And I can tell from looking at the statistics over the last 24 hours, quite a lot of children have been listening in, which is fantastic. So I hope they listen into all of the podcasts from now on. And I say to them, very welcome, and to their parents also. I hope that you are enjoying the podcasts here from St Anne's. Last night I had a word with our Diocesan Vicar General, Monsignor Anthony Kay, and I put it to him that perhaps he might be able to do as a podcast. Not that I was putting him under any pressure, but he did say that he would think about it and he would try and put something together for us in the near future. So, with fingers crossed and a little bit of hope in my heart, then we might see if we can get Monsignor Kay back at some stage in front of the microphone to perhaps give us a clue as to some of the jobs that his role as the Vicar General of the diocese entails. Of course, the main role would be when the bishop is away, then Monsignor Kay takes the bishop's place in all things. So it would be interesting to hear what he has to say about his unique role within the diocese. So, as for now, this is... we've had quite a few podcasts now, but I am today, at last, trying out my brand new microphone, and so far it is proving to be extremely fantastic quality. I've been very pleased with it. I've had a little bit of a play with it, obviously, before I do this podcast, so I'm very, very pleased with it at the moment. Sadly, it wasn't here for our discussion with the children yesterday. That would have made life a little easier. So, it's arrived today, and this is the microphone that I'm now using. I think that one of the things that I said early on was that I tried not to break any kind of copyright where our music is concerned that we play. So, yours truly has been trying to source music that is available without copyright. So, I'd like now to play you an old Irish tune that's very, very popular among all generations of Irish people, really. It's called The Fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling, Michael, they are taking you away, for you stole Trevelyan's corn. Now the young might see them all, and a prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the smaller free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crowd, I rebelled, they ran me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. Low of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely harbour wall, she watched the last star falling, as that prison ship sailed out against the sky. Now she lives and hopes and prays for her love in Botany Bay. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. A sad song for sure, but I think it's one of those that all Irish people tend to know, and I hope that anyone who's listening in that has any kind of Irish roots enjoyed that version of the Fields of Athenry. So I am now at 7 minutes on this podcast, and I've promised that they would last no more than 10 minutes. So this is really just a quick roundup from yesterday's dealings with the children. I've had a look at the statistics again just a few minutes ago, and there have been a lot of people listening in specifically to the children's podcast from yesterday. So once again, I do thank the children, and I hope that everyone has been enjoying all the podcasts up to date. Just before I go, there is one other thing that I'd like to do. If there is anyone out there that fancies coming onto the podcast, for whatever reason you might be involved in all kinds of different things, it's another way of getting your story or your group or your news or information across to many people. There have been over 600 people listening into the podcasts over the last 5 weeks. So it seems to be a growing crowd that's listening in. So if you have anything that you'd like to record, let me know and we'll sort out a podcast. It's very straightforward. It's done here at the Presbytery and it doesn't take long. So until next time, God bless you all, and here's me signing off.